breathes football. Welcome inside the massive AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Up next, we're keeping it in the NFC for this one. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, here are your Dallas Cowboys.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So the Packers offense getting set for their first drive. And bringing them out now in his 6th year here in the NFL. Brock his 3rd as a starter from Utah State. It's Jordan Love.
Give a lot of credit to Jordan last year. Worked through a bunch of injuries over the course of the season. Remember, the Packers were down and had to claw themselves back to the playoffs. And this kid's averaged almost 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns a year the last 2 years as a starter. A big reason why they made the postseason both times. That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Love. Got his man, it's Golden. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
And the Packer first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Running on first here with Jacobs. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Slot man motioned over. Now Love on the play fake. Complete out to the right side. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
All right, Cowboys showing nickel set, 3rd down. Love from the gun. Has his man, it's Dobbs. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the first down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit, and you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Handoff here to Jacobs. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. On the option, it's Jacobs. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead? Well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9, now 9 is what they need on third down. Love out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay first down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield. I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 6 coming up here. To the air with Love. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Brandon McManus on for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. So here come the Cowboys for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL Draft, it's Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that first down. On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. And some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Prescott on 1st and 10. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They toss to Williams, headed right. Room to run inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
The QB keeping this option on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys finish off their opening drive. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Cowboys respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. He fields it from the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Green Bay offense returning to the field for their second possession. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Green Bay offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Left side into the hands of Dobbs. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be 1st down, Packers.
And a Packer 1st down.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be out of bounds after it looks like about a yard there. 2nd down coming up.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Jacobs gets it on the draw. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. And he's going to line up in the red for this play, back at the 8.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
Went the wrong way on 1st down, Brock. Here comes 2nd and 12. They go with Williams on the counter. Works it past the 20. And they finally take him down at the 27. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
18. That's good for a Cowboys.
Well, that play right there, that one is why linemen, they run the 40, do all the agility tests in their spandex at the combine. Yeah, having fast, agile, big guys up front, it lets them set the table so the running backs could go do their job.
Draw play. This is Williams. Doesn't get much beyond the line. A yard at most. Nate Hobbs in on that stop.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 29. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Packers into a nickel defense, 3rd down. From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
Straight ahead with Williams. Across midfield to the 45. And he gets this down to the 38. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
First down, here's Dak. Completed over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
All right, they need 7 here on 3rd down on what is the 9th play of this drive. Prescott here from the gun. Throwing deep for the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. Pressure mid, and it's blocked. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. The Packers all set to get back out there. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. From the 36. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And this is going to get him right up near that first down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little game on top of it.
Run play only gets back to the line, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Come on, Kate. Put me in. One play, one time. I may have retired back in '04, but I could pick up a couple inches on that sneak. Astounding that call did not turn into a first down. Come on, boys.
Daniel Whelan on the punt. And this will be his second effort of the contest. He has it at the 22. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our first quarter. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Another try following the sack. Brought in right side. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Engeron now. He'll have this fair catch right along the 25. Now here comes the Green Bay offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Love now, off the play action. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Couldn't make the hook up with Matthew Golden. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Love. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That's complete inside the 35. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
4 yards on the play. 1st down, Green Bay.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Jacobs running behind center. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the 28. Now he takes it. He'll have a little, not a lot. Ball to about the 25. Davion Clowney on that stop.
Tick Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Love from the gun. He has the catch, but no, he can't get down in bounds. Oh, Brock, it was nearly a touchdown, but they're going to say it's incomplete.
Gosh, I love how the receiver creates space from the defender, and even more so the concentration to make the catch. What he didn't have was enough real estate to get his feet in and make an exciting completion.
42-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through, and that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Returning it from the 16. A field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Williams now on 1st and 10. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak now from the gun. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play action now for Prescott. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Throwing again is Dak. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They gain 14 on the play. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
And the Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Up the gut they go with Williams. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. Has some space inside the 15. And he has it all the way down to the 8. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Cowboys.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Working inside the red zone. That one connects. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal. Williams will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
That result right there probably takes the run out of the picture on 3rd and goal. But maybe it doesn't. Maybe this offense is looking at this at 4-down territory. This is where the fascinating mind games go.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. He's got it. And in for the Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a second-quarter lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
14, Packers 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here comes Williams on the return. He's going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Packers are headed back to the field, so we'll get a look at Romeo Doubs. And they have made it no secret that they want to go his way in this game, right? And the results so far, that's a very promising. Quick throw out wide by Love. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Love out of the shotgun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He's got the first down grab and still going. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Hey, let's get those next-gen stats out here, Kate. See just how far he had to run between the snap of the football and when he finally got the throw. Did a beautiful job of settling down into zone coverage, even though it took him a whole lot of distance to get there.
We're looking a couple yards past the line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
Not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the 39. Connects on the crosser. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers take a second-quarter lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
McManus on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 3.
17. Cowboys 14.
On now is McManus to kick this away. Turpin with a return. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
That's good.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First and 10, Prescott. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Prescott on first and 10. Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 28. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
A handoff to Williams. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. To throw is Prescott. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he'll go down here at the 16. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
First down from the red zone. Screen here for Williams. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Second and 6 coming up here. Prescott here from the gun. Cut near the goal line. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it first and goal.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
That's another Cowboys. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's first and goal. Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a second quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
21, Packers 17.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Starting out trips right here, 1st and 10. To the air with Love. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Complete to Romeo Dobbs. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Finds him over the middle. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down. We're to the 2-minute warning from AT&T. And it's the Packers with a 1st and 10. Love now. Brought in by his back. It's Jacobs. And he's brought to a stop after he found plenty of room to run.
To Josh Jacobs. It's a gain of 25 yards. And a Packer 1st down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for 2nd down.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a 1st down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Throwing his Love on 3rd. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. The Packers take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Finds the in route complete. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Now timeout taken by Green Bay. That's it, 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Once more, it's Love. Flushed out of the pocket. And they're going to love that partner as Love slides down after picking up the 1st.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Love. And through the back of the end zone and out of bounds.
It's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, it's Love. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
For the Packer field goal. A 25-yard attempt.
McManus sends it through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
21.
Kate, if you're not going to pay a methodical drive off with a touchdown, that's the second best thing you can do. You could take all the time down, put points on the board, maybe a little momentum in heading into halftime.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Turpin with a return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So just a one-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here comes the Cowboy offense for the opening possession of the third. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. They've got first down from the 31. They'll start this series with an option left. And he gives himself up after a short gain. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Now, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Dak now from the gun. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
New set of downs for him at the 38. This is Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Prescott. Finds him on the slant. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Now it's Williams. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Completed over the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. It's a pickup of 11. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did. Got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for a QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 2.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw. Here's Dak. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead to 8.
Cowboys 28, Packers 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
Here comes Williams on the return. Juke the defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Green Bay offense about to get started once more. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Going run again with Jacobs. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you could defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Love out of the shotgun. That one's complete over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
11 on the play. First down, Packers.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's a give to Jacobs. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in the locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He finds Jacobs here underneath. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
4 guys out wide. Here we go, 3rd and long. Love now to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference, and that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. 1st and 10, Prescott. Over to the right side is caught by Ferguson. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
14 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down, here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. He has it up to his own 45 on a small gain. Brought down by the ball hawk. He was an all-pro last season, Brock, Xavier McKinney.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Now run, this is Williams. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
1st and 10 from the 41. They stay on the ground with Williams. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
You know, you call that toss play, it's almost like a challenge to cornerbacks, Kate. You're challenging their will and their want to. Can they get down there in time to make contact behind the line? In this case, well, challenge accepted and mission accomplished.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Play action, Prescott. Completed to his running back. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All set up now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Williams on the option. Give him 5 on that play as he gets him inside the red zone.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
At the Packers' 20-yard line.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Dak to the air here. Screen here for Williams. And he's able to get this down to the 13. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Sanders running dead ahead. Bounces this outside, winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Give to Williams from the gun. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on the 3rd and short.
Prescott to sneak it. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we've got a tough QB who wants to put it on his shoulders.
And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Cowboys lead by 14. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. Those defensive coaches got to be hot, Brock. That was a touchdown that shouldn't have happened. That tackle should have ended it.
You try bringing down one of these NFL running backs in, Miss Kate.
Okay, touche, partner.
They see that goal line. They smell that goal line. It is no sure thing to try to bring down one of those horses before they find pay dirt.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys lead by 15 now.
Cowboys 35, Packers 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away.
For the Cowboys.
This return starts at the 5. Jukes out a 1-stop. And this drive will start inside the 25. Out now runs the Packer offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Thrown on 1st down, Love. On target to Musgrave. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, it's Love. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Green Bay.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Now Love on the play fake. That's complete to Musgrave. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, ball at the 36. So we're through 3 here. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the fourth. First down, ball at the 36. On the option, it's Jacobs. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. They stick with Jacobs. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. From the 17. Now setting up the screen for Jacobs. And they're all over that screen. Brock didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Love. Has his man, it's Dobbs. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Love from the gun. Quick slip complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start.
False start, offense.
There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. Kick throw out wide by Love. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Now a point after to bring it back within 1 score. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th.
The score, Cowboys 35, Packers 27.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Turpin with a return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Here's Williams to start the drive. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. Prescott here from the gun. That's caught by Williams. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
And the Packers at a 50-B out there for this third down play. From the gun is Prescott. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up fourth down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline, and now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
Dallas sends its punching unit onto the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. The Packers and Jordan Love set to take over again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Takes the handoff, now Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Back to the air. Love. Hits him on the in route. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
3rd and 2, Love to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Love out of the shotgun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Love now. He has the first over the middle, and he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11, and that's good for a Green Bay first down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Gets to space right side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is first and goal. From the red zone now. Catch is made in close. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Setting up the running back screen. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up third and goal.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Love now on third and goal. The back's got it. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers down by only 2 in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So Love brings his Packers to the line. They're going for 2.
The Packers will set up for the 2-point.
All or nothing, they'll run it! And he gets into the end zone. This one all tied up here in the 4th quarter. But we all knew extra point was doing nobody any good there. Got to go for 2 in the tie. They do. They get it. And just like that, we're all squared up here in the second half.
Squared up, brand new ball game, even Steven. Who is Steven? Do you know who Steven is?
That's a good question. No, go ahead. Go ahead, though. You can take it.
I don't know who Steven is, and I don't really care because it's a whole new game with both teams totally alive.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's second down coming up. Back to the air, Prescott. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He lofts it deep left. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
It's a gain on the play of 66 yards. That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
They'll look to run with Williams. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. Second and goal coming up.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
Blitz coming, Dak. Has it in close. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a fourth-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7.
42. Packers 35.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. Jukes one defender. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Packers ready to run their offense back out there. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, they can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
He finds him 6 yards on that first down run.
Cool thing about a drive starting runs like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Love now to throw. That was first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Cowboys have the football at what looks to be the 37-yard line. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
The Cowboys and C.D. Lamb headed back out on offense. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
And on first down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It's a gain of 8. And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Up the gut they go with Williams. And a nice choice there to send this outside. He gets about 6 yards on the carry. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
False start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. 2nd and 8. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud cornerback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Another run for Williams. And he did his part, partner. Got him 8 yards. Sets up 3rd down. The Packers take their first time out. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Back to throw it. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
Cowboys first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Prescott takes off with it. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Cowboys go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14.
Cowboys 49, Packers 35.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Escapes a defender. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Packers all set to get back out there. Yeah, and they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation. But the state of urgency got to be at sky high right now.
Cut down the field, Golden. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Just how many times do we see teams go to this route? You can go to a Little League field and tell them to, hey, run to the post. It's a playbook staple. And he's someone you can depend on to create space and make catches out of it.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only 1 timeout left, and that clock winding down. Shotgun now for Love. Short pass brought in. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
1st and 10, gotta score immediately here. Only one timeout left, and that clock winding down. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers now within one score in the 4th. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Packers 42.
Approaching 90 seconds remaining in this game. Not much time. They've got to get this one back. I think the Packers got to that one. The refs agree. Packer football.
Offense.
Well, Brock, you can't blame him with how tough it is to recover an onside kick anymore, but he did hit it before it went 10 yards, so they had to throw the flag. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Timeout taken by the Packers, their 3rd and final one. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Handoff goes to Williams, running right. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Here he is to throw. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
It's a gain of 29. That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So it's a win for the Cowboys. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game that's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.